Are you a South African musician trying to figure out which PRO to register with? Welcome to this episode where I plan on demystifying just that. Now, I get questions asking, Skill, which PRO should I register with? I'm thinking of registering with BMI or PRS, or should I register with SAMRO? So this episode covers that. Now, a PRO, generally speaking, for all of them, collect performance royalties, which means whenever your song is being played in public or in TV, on radio, etc., your money generates revenue or royalties, and those royalties make their way to you. Now, since all these organizations do similar work, why would you consider one and not the other? So, for instance, the main reason you want to register with any particular PRO is the revenue you are generating in a specific region is the highest. So your target audience, or where you expect most of your royalties to come from. So let me give an example. If you're a musician that makes hip hop or whatever, and most of your streams or your radio plays, etc., generate revenue within South Africa, then you want to register with the PRO in that region, South Africa. In this case, this would be SAMRO. Similarly, if you were in the UK making drill, most of your music, typically speaking, would generate revenue where you live and where your music is being used. So that would be PRS in the UK or BMI if you are in the United States. That is the first consideration. Where is my music generating the most? The second consideration is maybe the membership fee. Different regions have different sign-up fees. I know, for example, SAMRO, which is in Ireland, does not have a membership fee, and they don't even take administration fees after the fact, which may be attractive if you are generating within that region or the EU-UK context. But if you are in South Africa, SAMRO costs about 100 Rand last time I checked. This may change with time, but BMI, for example, is $150. So the amount of money is required to register in different PROs is something you really want to consider. But what I want to highlight is no matter where your music is generating revenues, through reciprocal agreements that all these PROs have, your revenue should make their way. The revenue should make its way back to you as the musician. But if, for example, your revenue generates in South Africa and you're registered with BMI, the money still goes through SAMRO. SAMRO will take an administration fee and then send it to BMI. I don't know particulars with BMI, but there may be an administration fee that they put, and then they send it back to you. So in terms of efficiency, that means your money has been reduced several times just because of the administration fees that each of the PROs generate. So that's why you want to focus on the maximum money that you're getting per region and register within that region for your royalties to collect. Now, the next consideration you want to have in mind is opportunities. Some regions have conferences, workshops, etc. But if your PRO is based in the US and you live in South Africa, those are some of the things you may not be able to attend. Granted, now there is online courses and you may be able to attend online, but you won't be able, or you will be limited, and you won't be able to attend these workshops as easily as if you were with SAMRO. And now there are some nuances where you're like, okay, I know I am a sync musician, for example, and most of my revenue is generated in the UK because the publishers I work with are primarily in the UK. So that means most of my revenue is generated in the UK. So there is a consideration where I might be like, okay, it is probably better for me to register myself within the UK. Now, there are some nuances, and you'd probably have to contact SAMRO where you ask different PROs to collect in different regions. But generally speaking, when you first sign up to a PRO, you sign up for the whole globe. So one PRO collects throughout the whole world. Now, these PROs have reciprocal agreements. So even though your money generates in the UK, PRS, which is the PRO in the UK, takes an administration fee, not 100% sure if they do or not. And then SAMRO definitely does take an administration fee, and then the money makes its way to me. So those are some considerations that you want to consider. The short version of all of this is, which PRO should you register with? Register with the PRO where you live. However, if you are already a seasoned musician, you want to register yourself where your royalties are generating the most. But it's difficult to know that in the beginning stages. So when you're starting off, generally speaking, register where your music is most likely going to generate the most royalties, radio time, and where you can physically attend, and financially speaking, if you can cover the membership fee. I have a website called skillmusicsa.com, and I'll leave a transcript there and with a little more detail as to what to consider if you want to register with different PROs. Until next time.